Do you want to create realistic news presenters that can speak in English and French or another languages of your choice? Then this tutorial is for you because in this tutorial, I'll show you how to write their scripts, define their tone, and make them sound like real broadcasters, just like this one. Good morning, I'm Queen, and this is breaking news from AI Mastery Tutorial.
Bonsoir, je suis Chris, voici une édition spéciale.
We begin with top stories from Nigeria, where northern governors have thrown their support behind President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, while also calling for stronger and more effective security reforms across the region.
Nous commençons par une information urgente en provenance du Moyen-Orient, où l'Iran a confirmé la mort d'un haut responsable militaire à la suite d'une frappe israélienne. Restez avec nous pour plus de détails sur cette affaire en cours. Iran confirme qu'une frappe israélienne a tué le chef de la marine des gardiens de la Révolution, Alireza Tangziri. L'Iran a confirmé lundi qu'une frappe israélienne avait tué le commandant de la force navale des gardiens de la Révolution, qu'Israël avait accusé d'être responsable du blocage du détroit d'Ormuz.
Governors of the 19 northern states under the aegis of Northern States Governors Forum on Monday reaffirmed their support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in tackling insecurity and driving development across the region. The meeting, held at the Gombe State Governors Lodge in Asokoro, Abuja, was chaired by Gombe State Governor Inuwa Yahaya, who signed the communique issued at the end of deliberations.
That's all for now. I'm Queen. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay safe, and join us again for more updates.
C'est tout pour le moment. Je suis Chris. Merci de votre attention.
Do you love what you just see now? Then do not scroll, because at the end of this tutorial, I will show you how to add the news sounds and animations using CapCut. And if this is your first time in this channel, you are welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and please share it, ask questions in comments, and give us a thumbs up.
Now, on our step one is getting the scripts. We need to have authentic script, authentic news that is already ongoing. So to get that, we are going to dive into the news channel TV. You know, it's a popular news, so we are going to grab the news from news channel. So over here in the news channel website, you can use any broadcast of your choice to get your news. So for this tutorial, we are using news channel TV to get this. So on this one now, we are looking at the top stories. So we are going to use in Nigeria top stories. Look at this one: Nottingham governors back Tinubu, seek stronger security reform. So this is a trending topic in the news right now. So we are going to copy it by clicking on it here. So you can see the news is out. You can see the picture, the images of the news. So what you need to do is to copy the news as much as you can. So I'm just copying a little of this news. Okay, I copy it out. Then I go back again and see and look for an international news that is trending as well. So I scroll over to this place. So for top stories around the world, you can see this: Iran confirmed Israel strike. So this is another top story that is trending around the world. So we'll copy this particular one. This one here, will convert this news now into French instead of English. As you can see, just as what you saw earlier. So it is originally written in English, then I convert it to French. And that will be taking us to ChatGPT, where we'll break everything down. So let's move over to ChatGPT. Now, over here in ChatGPT, look at what I said. I said I have two newscasts. One is presented in English and the other is presenting in French. It said, give me their intro in breaking news, and also translate this. Now look at that Iran English news that we copied earlier. So I said, translate this particular one. I drop what I want ChatGPT to translate. Look at where it ends. I just copy part of that news that is written in English. Now I want them to translate it to French. I said translate it to French for the second presenter, and immediately ChatGPT give us this. It give us the English newscast, the intro of what she says, and it also give us the French newscast, the intro and what they say. And this is the real body of the news itself. You can see it over here, French translation of your news. So look at the French part of it. All right.
You can use this method to create or get any language of your choice using ChatGPT. Now, let's move to step 2.
So our step 2, we are going to use Grok AI for our images and the video. So all our visuals, we are going to use only Grok AI to generate the image, which is the newscast newscast room, the presenters, the two of them, and also the videos. All right, so we are going to use Grok to do it. For those of you that will be saying, Grok have changed their pattern, we can no longer afford Grok, don't worry. Watch this particular video. That is exactly what I am using right now that I'm even creating this. Watch it to learn how to get Grok subscription in a cheaper rate. Okay, you will thank me later after doing. Make sure you follow these steps on that tutorial step by step. Okay, so let's continue. So this way now, over here in Grok AI, I told you earlier that we are going to generate the newscast, the newsroom, everything using Grok. So let me just quickly show you what I did. Now, as you can see, this particular image was created right here in Grok. So I will show you exactly how I did it. This female presenter here is me, is my own image that I use. So I'm going to show you exactly how I did it now. So this is my image. I picked it. As you can see, Grok has really upgraded their website. If you have not used Grok for some days, you'll find out that this is the new method, how the interface now looks like. So I've picked in my image that I use. Now, over here now in my image, I now describe, I said, now, what I did here, the simple prompt I said, change her outfit. Remember, my outfit is just casual. This is not an outfit for a newscaster. So I said, change her outfit to newscaster. Add a male presenter, a foreigner. Remember, I specified, I said a foreigner. Place them in a modern newsroom facing camera. Then we send. So it's generating what we requested. And as you can see, the thing is out. You can see how they are. You can see both of us are out. So this is how it came out to be. So we can now add more things to it. I can now add more. I say add a breaking news. Now, I now see, look at the more changes that I did. Can see it's looking beautiful now, but let's just add a little thing on it. I say add a makeup to the lady, a little makeup to the lady. Write in bold letters breaking news behind them. Then at the top right, add live in red square. Let's send it and see what it will give to us. Now we are given two options. You can see how this one came out, and as well you can see how this one came out. So whichever one that you like, you can make your changes. You can choose whatever the way you want your own to be. Okay, so this is just how to get the image, the newsroom, the newscaster itself, and what how to prepare. You can add more to yourself. Okay, this is just an example of how it looks like and how exactly how I got this my own one that we are going to use. So I'll be using the one that you see earlier to create all the videos.
This tutorial is a shout out to Israel Equadio 225, who asked me to make a step-by-step tutorial on how to get newscasters speaking in English and French simultaneously. Hope you enjoy the tutorial.
So now the next step is to generate the videos, the real news itself. So we'll come over to display the right videos. We'll click on video. Then we need to bring in those images that we created. So the next thing that we'll click on upload. By clicking on this upload here, then we'll pick our newscasters. I drop it in here. Then as it's loading, we'll go over to ChatGPT. So right here now, I have what I want them to say. I drop it here. Now I can see what I want them to say. I indicate the lady, see what the lady will say. The lady will say this, good morning, and she's the one that introduces the thing. Then I say the guy speaks in French. This is what the guy says to introduce himself. Then the lady now continue to the story. Now I also add, I say add camera movement focusing on each of the presenters as they present. I also add overall tone, the way I want their tone to present. I said the lady presenter is to present in a confident, authoritative, and composed tone with calm urgency, suited for delivery serious national news. The same thing for the males. The male is smooth, formal, and refined tone with a steady, elegant flow suited for international broadcast style. So this is the tools that I use, how I want them to say it. So the next thing we'll do, remember I'm using 10 seconds, okay, for this. Then I send it, let's send and see what it will generate for us. Now our first generation is out. Let's listen to
This is breaking news. Good morning, I'm Queen, and this is breaking news from AI Mastery Tutorial.
Bonsoir, je suis Chris. Voici une édition spéciale.
So now we have gotten the
Good morning.
one. Now we have gotten the first one. I'll click on extend frame. We'll need to extend the frame so that we'll get the next movement. Okay. So she will continue this way. Now extend the frame and I drop in the next thing that I want them to say. I continue with the lady. I said the lady continues. This is what the lady will say up to this place. Then I said add camera focusing on the lady presenter as she presents. Then I drop in her tone as well. So let's send this one and see. So let's listen to the second generation. So you see how smooth the generation work perfectly. Let's see this.
Good morning, I'm Queen, and this is breaking news from AI Mastery Tutorial.
Bonsoir, je suis Chris. Voici une édition spéciale.
We begin with top stories from Nigeria, where northern governors have thrown their support behind President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, while also calling for stronger and more effective security reforms across the region.
Good morning, I'm Queen.
So you see how perfect the thing came out. You see how the functionality of this Grok AI with their extension makes your creation look so smooth and more natural than before. Okay, so now let's make the guy to speak as well. Now for the man to speak his own, and I say the man presenter says in French. Now I drop in what he says in French here. I put in the overall tone of the man. I also tell the camera to show the man presenter focusing on the man as he presents. Let's see this. All right, the male generation is ready. Let's listen to him.
Nous commençons par une information urgente en provenance du Moyen-Orient, où l'Iran a confirmé la mort d'un haut responsable militaire à la suite d'une frappe israélienne.
All right. So we have gotten the male, we have gotten the female. So you will do the same thing over and over again till you get all your news together.
Don't forget, when you are generating with any AI tools, your generations may not come out perfectly in one click. So what you will do is to recreate or adjust your prompt.
Now the next thing is to clip all your clip in CapCut, adding the tone of the newscast and the sound of the newscast. So let's move over to here. We import all our contents. Our contents align perfectly well the way we want it. So we can now add something. There's something we missed during our creation. We didn't forget to add live. So to add a live, you can use text box to add it. Let me use text box to add live by typing it here. Click on this plus sign here. You notice that the two bars change. I just type live. So I can move it to where I want to place the live icon. I want it here. Then I change the color, change the background color. I can change the background color to red. Can make your red thicker. Okay, now you can change the font color to white, because the font color should be white and not black. Change the font color to white. Okay, you can make it bold. Then you can reduce it here. All right, we forgot to add this then. So since it's live here, we can extend it to the end of the content by just dragging it to this place. Can see, can reduce it more again. All right, okay, now the next thing we can do here now is to add the newscast sound. Let's add the newscast sound. Very important. You go to audio and search for news. Just type news and you search. Try not to use the one that have copyright. Okay, so let's listen to this one. Let's check another one. And you click on plus, then you reduce the volume. Let's play it.
Good morning, I'm Queen, and this is breaking news from AI Mastery Tutorial.
Bonsoir, je suis Chris. Voici une édition spéciale.
We begin with top stories from Nigeria, where northern governors have thrown their support behind.
So we'll cut the clip where it ends here. This is the end of the clip. We'll cut it from here. You can see delete the right from right. So we'll cut it off from here. Let's play again and see.
Good morning, I'm Queen, and this is breaking news from AI Mastery Tutorial.
Bonsoir, je suis Chris. Voici une édition spéciale.
It came out very perfectly. So if you don't like that newscast, you don't like the sound, you have seen how it is now, then you can start to add in the picture, the images, to flash the images of the news that they are presenting. Let's add some pictures of what they are presenting. Let's go to import the media. Then we downloaded something that relate to it. Yes, this and this are the two images that they are presenting. Okay, so if this man now, which is this what he's presenting, you can drag it to this place. You can drag this to here. You can now add animation the way it comes out by clicking on this place here. Let's say we use this one here.
Suite d'une frappe israélienne.
You see how it came out, which is still
Suite d'une frappe israélienne.
okay. Do you see that? So as it's
Restez avec nous pour plus de détails sur cette affaire en cours. Iran confirme qu'une frappe israélienne a tué le chef de...
Okay, now if you want it to fly out or anything that's in, out, let's take it out. Let's use this one.
Suite d'une frappe israélienne. Restez avec nous pour plus de détails sur cette affaire en cours. Iran confirme qu'une frappe israélienne a tué le chef de la marine des gardiens de la révolution, Ali Reza.
Okay, you can decide to extend it. Then if you have more images, you are good to go. You add more images to make your content stand well. So for this one here now, they are talking about Tinubu. So which is this one? So we'll pick this image here for this. Then we'll see add animations for them. Let's add this one for intro. So let's take a quick look at what we did.
Un haut responsable militaire à la suite d'une frappe israélienne. Restez avec nous pour plus de détails sur cette affaire en cours. Iran confirme qu'une frappe israélienne a tué le chef de la marine.
Okay, let's move forward a little bit. Let's see this one.
The meeting held at the Gombe State Governor's Lodge in Asokoro, Abuja, was chaired by Gombe State Governor Inuwa Yahaya, who signed the communique issued at the end of deliberations. That's all for now. I'm Queen.
So you can see how the content came out perfectly well, and you can see. So let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed today's tutorial. So if you are done with all your creation and all your creativity, the next thing to do is to hit on export. Then you give it a name.